Hey everybody, Coach Kiro here. Long time no see. I am here at the beautiful Cascade Swim and Tennis Club in Clinton, Mississippi. Awesome day today, just like just about every day here in the South. And I'm coming at you with a little bit of an actionable tip slash drill you can do to hone down some of these fundamentals that we've been teaching you for the past couple years. You've seen them in the members area, you've seen them on DVD, you've seen them in the tennis tips. And we've got a ton of technical stuff that we've done on DVD. And now we're starting to move into the little practical application phase of the things we know. All right, the different phases of the forehand, how we find our grip. Okay, we've got that stuff down. Why we turn and point when we drop the racket. Why we take the ball way out in front instead of just back here. Okay, we know these things, and if you don't, you should. We've got some resources for you that'll help you if you're not really solid on that stuff. But since you've probably been a long-time subscriber, I'm going to assume you've got some of these basics down. Our grip, our stance, our preparation, our turning, our dropping the racket, our taking the ball way out in front, and our windshield wiper and our finish. Okay? What do we do with it? Do we just go to the courts and wait for someone to hit with us and kind of sort of hope to do it? Or do we hone this skill, this craft as a craftsman, as a tradesman, as a skilled artisan would take his skill and try to perfect it? Well, today is a very simple drill. We're going to do a very simple exercise that you're going to challenge yourself to do, and I'll do it right along here with you. Well, we're going to take what we do and hone it, okay? So follow along with me here. I've got some balls. And what we're going to do is the good old drop and hit drill. You'll notice that a lot of the academies, a lot of the elite academies, some of which Morrow is taught at, and in working with professional players, many coaches will just sit there and drop balls, drop feed balls just like this, okay, right in front of the player, watching everything like a hawk. You know, there's an old tale about Roger Federer. He had a coach at one time during his career that was just dropping balls to him, you know, feeding him little balls like this. And I believe that Steve Smith actually relayed this story. It's a pretty cool one, too. And Roger Federer's like, hey, you know, you treat me like a little kid. And he says, yeah, but you missed the last 5, you know. All right? So excellence and the pursuit of excellence demands excellent practice. So now that we've got this foundation we've worked on with some of the technical aspects of our game, what we're going to do is we're going to challenge ourselves. We're going to move over to the alley where we've got the net height is 3 feet 6 inches instead of just 3 feet. So we're going to have to clear the net by a little more, and we're going to try to keep the ball in the alley, okay? And we're going to do it very simply. We're going to get our grip. We're going to stand in our preparation stance, our prepared stance like so. And then all we're going to do is when we go to turn and point to the ball to gauge that distance, to get our little radar going, okay, we're going to drop that ball. Why? Well, right here, we're gauging where the ball would be if it were coming at us. That's obviously going to be in a good chunk of our contact zone, okay? And we're going to be able to plan our timing that way. And when we drop a ball there, it's going to help us get the feel of making contact and shrink our contact zone over time so that we know it's not just here or here or here. We're going to get the feel so that as we improve more and more and more, our contact zone is going to shrink and our timing is going to get better, which allows us to put more topspin and swing a little quicker without sacrificing the results we're looking for. So let's do that now. And we're going to break this up into 2 phases. One, we're going to start out with just the windshield wiper, okay? Going for the spin to get the feel of it. So we'll take a ball, we'll drop it, and we're getting the feel, and we're going to gauge and plan our timing and get the feel of just the spin, okay? We're not worried about accuracy right now. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to, instead of just hitting the windshield wiper, okay, like so, we're going to actually incorporate it and throw the racket in the backpack. So it looks like this. Dropping, planning our timing, and we're going to see how many of those in a row we can do. Boom, 2 feet in. That was awesome. Just wide. Let's try 3 more. plan your timing. Beautiful. I'm clearing the net by a mile this way. And they're landing in the alley. Oh, that one was just awesome. It's about 2 feet from the baseline there. Let's try it again. Over, but a little short. Increase the follow through. Okay, now, people say, well, no one's hitting the ball to you. That's easy. To which I say, okay, if in a match you are always in position for the ball, then tennis is an easy game. Well, we all know that's not the case. Okay, we know why people retire from tennis. They can't get into position to hit the ball effectively to hit the shot they need to put their opponent on the defense. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about if you were magically in position, and these drills are about what could you do to the ball? What could you really do if you were in position all the time? You could hit them long, nice and deep, over the net. And if you really want to get fancy about it, instead of just going for the alley, you can put some tape down or just kind of eye gauge it and say, how far past the service line can I hit those balls? We can go a little long, and we can test ourselves. That was a good one. That was a little long. Try 3 more. And we can really get a good feel over time for where that ball needs to be in our contact zone through gauging from misses, from hitting a little long, a little short, a little to the side, and getting our feet into position. How do we feel most comfortable hitting the ball? Do we feel most comfortable with a closed stance? Or do we feel more comfortable with an open stance? It depends. So these are the things you got to work out. You got to come to the court and work on them. And they're a lot of fun. I mean, you can do a lot of challenges personally with your friends. How many can you get over that go past the service line? That's a great one. There's one. Nope, didn't make that one. And do 10, 15, 20 balls. Do it against a friend. And then when you're out there playing, we work on moving our feet to get in position to hit those shots. But we want to groove these strokes to where we can come out and almost on demand, if we really bear down, hit that ball in the service line, or excuse me, in the alley, just about every time. Okay? So that's this week's action item. Get out there, grab some balls, get a friend, and go hit them in the alley, okay? That's it for today. Talk soon. Bye-bye.